Hello everyone and welcome back to Wolf Quest Anniversary Edition, where we are joining Holly, young Holly here, on her quest to learn to hunt by taking out 5 hares and 1 beaver. So far Holly has managed to take out 4 of the 5 required hares and 0 beavers. However, last time, Holly did surprise me a little bit, surprise us, I would assume, when provided with, assumingly with her a fair deal of help from her father Blizzard, she was able to take out a pronghorn fawn. Now, what I'm imagining happened is that as Holly was exploring the area immediately around the little boot where her parents, I imagine, spend a great deal of time whenever they're not currently actively raising pups. She came across a herd of pronghorn over by that little cliff there, and was actually, because the cliff, they were trying to run up the cliff and they couldn't get away, she was actually able to catch a fawn, but was struggling quite a bit. And so her father, who was hanging out on the top of the little boot, saw her struggling, and he ran down and was able to pin down the fawn for her, and that allowed her to get the killing blow on the fawn. So officially, that makes her my first ever wolf to take on a pronghorn. Not counting the newborns, because I'm pretty sure Blizzard did in fact take out a newborn last spring. But since they're not really mobile, I'm not really counting it. So I'm quite proud of Holly for that, even if she did have to have a fair deal of help. So for this episode, I don't really have much by way of a plan, but I'm just going to roll with that because I feel like that suits Holly's character. That really fits Holly's character at the moment and at this phase of her life, because she really is, she's just a young pup, tween-age pup, I suppose, just kind of exploring and having fun around her parents' territory and just getting to learn about the world. I do, however, anyway, she's just a young pup, and I don't really think at this phase of her life she's much of a planner. She's more of a, yeah, let's just run around and see what kind of mischief I can get into kind of pup. But however, I am smelling a hare here, and although Holly isn't hungry, I do think she would want to chase down that hare just for fun. I imagine she probably enjoys chasing hares, and then, just like my cats, when they find an insect, and they play with it until it dies, and then they're like, but why is my toy broken? It's not running anymore. I can imagine Holly being a bit like that. Anyway, at this stage where she just wants to chase the hares for fun, and then when she does catch them and kills them in one blow, and then her toy is broken, and it makes her sad. Ah, here it is. But it is helping her learn her... Oh. Huh? Oh. Darn. Where'd it go? Aha. But, I mean, it's a good way for her to learn her tracking skills, too, so that's always good. Ah. Well, Okay, so that was her 5th hair. So she's done with that. Which I feel like that might have been a little bit easier. Too easy. Actually, the next time I assign hairs as a challenge for a wolf, I'm probably gonna say at least 10, maybe even 20 or something. Because that was a lot easier than I was expecting, I guess. Um, there are some dispersal males from the immigrant pack. Yeah, I don't think so, Holly. You do not need to tangle with other wolves at the moment, young lady. So yeah, like I was saying, I feel like Holly would be like my cats with an insect, where she just wants to play with it, but then she ends up, killing it, and then being sad because her toy's not working anymore, doesn't work anymore. um, so also, and also like I was saying, I don't really have any plans specifically for this episode because, I mean, other than to try and complete her quest, but as I said, I feel like that suits her character just fine because as a young pup, she just wants to, explore the world and just be curious about things. And so far, right now, I feel like she's trying to stay, close to the little boot where her parents probably are. But as her curiosity and her courage, I guess, her confidence grows. There we go. As her curiosity and confidence grows, she's probably going to start wandering further and further away, I'd imagine. And the further away from home that she gets, the more likely it is that she could run into some trouble. Especially if we're talking about the stranger wolves. Because if you notice, since we're playing on a separate save from her parents' save, areas that on our official save that are part of our territory on this save are now part of stranger wolf territory. So if we enter a hex that, let's say as far as story-wise goes, as far as the official save goes, is part of our territory, but on this save is stranger wolf territory, I am going to go ahead and say, that is still our territory, but there's a chance that in that particular hex, stranger wolves could show up as invading our territory. And Holly, being just a young pup, about 6 to 7 months old at this point, encountering a stranger wolf, even if it's on her territory, they're not going to hesitate to try and take her on because she's just a pup. They don't care. So they could end up chasing her out of parts of the area that are still her parents' territory. But if her parents aren't there, they're not going to care. Because, like I said, she's just a pup. She's no threat to them. She's no... So if that does end up happening, it will be what it will be. Oh. Some beaver trail. Unfortunately, the wind is not in our favor right now. Yeah. Unless the beaver happens to be coming this way. Let's see. Uh-oh. Yeah, this could be trouble. Whoa! Okay, Holly. You ran away from the bison. Not running circles in front of the bison. That doesn't help. Hello, bison. Was okay. Is there a hair conference over here or something? Because that's a lot of hair tracks. Okay, that's a lot of hairs. Yeah, another thing that I have kind of noticed that I've been doing, and I need not to, is I'm gonna try more to play the wolves based off of their personality and not necessarily what I feel, not necessarily what is the best tactic, but based more on their personality. So, for example, Holly at this point is just really curious about bison. They're big, lumbering monsters. And she does find them a bit intimidating, but because of her character, I feel like anything she finds intimidating to her is, instead of running away from it, she feels like she kind of has to take it on a little bit to overcome that feeling of intimidation, and kind of prove herself. Of course, and so, even though, as far as, the game goes, pissing off bison is not a good strategy, but it's within character for Holly. So, I would try to play her as her character, even if it could result in something bad happening, essentially. Because, if I'm constantly playing everything safe to the point where there is no risk of a wolf dying, there's no point in playing Iron Wolf, If there's no risk, there's just no point to it. And no, I don't want to lose Holly. And I'm hoping it won't come down to that, but I'm not just playing a game. I'm trying to build a story. So, yeah, that's how I'm look at things right now. Alright. Let's see what we can smell today, Holly. Okay, she's chasing that eagle right now. That bird. I don't think it's an eagle. I think it's just a crow or something. Or a raven. But it's moving. She's chasing it. That's how Holly is. But like I was saying, I did kind of notice that I hadn't been doing that with Blizzard. I've been playing him more cautiously, and I think ever since he got to Slough Creek, I really hadn't been playing him all that much in character. To how I was playing him on Amethyst Mountain, for example. Part of it is just because once I started to record things, everything felt a little more different than just, playing on my own. And, yeah. And then, of course, there's also the fact that by the time the pups had arrived... Is it? Holly, I think it smelled you. Yep, it smelled her and took off. No, I don't think she's gonna get it, but she's gonna try. Ah! Ow! Ow! Mean! Anyway, I was just saying, like, with Blizzard, there's also the fact that by the time his pups arrived, he was a little bit busy to be, spending hours chasing the birds off of carcasses. Oh, dear, that's quite close. Anyway, yeah, just give you the howl, letting Holly have her little howl of frustration of, it got away. Um... Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Ow! Oh no! Ah! Oh, he got hurt. Got injured. Oh, shucks. Well, that's Holly's first injury. Not that it would deter her just quite yet. Ow! Hey! Meanie! Ah! I know, Holly, it's frustrating. You were so close. Not really. And those dispersals are pretty close. They better stay away. Well, here's your constellation prize, Holly. Okay, those aren't dispersals. Those are Crevice Lake and Junction Butte. Yeah. Well, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go up here. Holly's gonna sleep, and then I'm probably gonna end this episode here. And I will join you guys next time, where hopefully Holly can have some better luck at catching that darn rascally beaver. Bye-bye.